And we are back. You know what that means, y'all. It's Monday. Time for us to dive into Fantasy Poland. Now, I will say this. It has been a beast of a week. And I don't remember what I was doing. Not even a little bit. So today is probably going to be a Sidequest day, which means that we gallivant around whatever section of Fantasy Poland that we're in. Alright. Do I want to find the boat headed for Skellig? Nay, I say to thee. We are going to dip around Velen and do a bunch of these side quests, get us all caught up. Let's see. Ooh. Contract Mysteries of the Byway Murders? That sounds pretty cool. The Beast of Honorton? Ooh. Let's get these low-level ones out of the way. I hope that everybody is doing well today.
We'd have starved long past.
It has been an odd week for me. Hopefully it has been significantly less odd for y'all. I hope that things have been relatively relaxing and easygoing. Now, Tom should be here on the stream later, so you don't just have to listen to me talk all the time. You'll get to hear the dulcet feedback of his lovely voice. But in the meanwhile,
has in fact arrived.
Oh God! Just like the fortune teller said. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Are you, Tom? Are you doing good? Are you like Superman, or are you doing well?
I think I'm doing good. I actually accomplished some things in the division today.
Ooh. And let's see. Weather's been gorgeous here. How's it been for you? It has. So it rained for a while down here. It has been going through like a cycle of torrential downpours, which cause extraordinary amounts of mold, then followed by incredible heat. So the heat index put us at about 106 today. And of course, our lovely friends at the Texas Power Grid, ERCOT, have asked us to pretty please stop using electricity. I will, of course, ignore them for the extent of this stream, but yeah, I've been spending most of the day sitting in the dark, eating Vienna sausages for food because we don't want to overwork the power grid. Do you have not to interrupt your story about the division, Tom, but do you have thoughts on this?
Did you see the meme that I shared on Facebook earlier?
I did. So it turns out our power grid is neither equipped to handle the hot nor the cold. I mean, look.
But look at it this way, John. At least we pay above market rates compared to the rest of the country.
We sure do, and at least the oil companies can continue to pay Greg Abbott and Ted Cruz.
And that's what really matters.
Yeah, and I'm not just picking on Ted Cruz, single-handedly the worst thing that Canada has ever given us. And that's saying a lot. You know that about me. I'm not just saying, you know, that Ted Cruz needs to resign because he's a horrible embarrassment to our entire state, and in fact, an embarrassment to the human race. I'm also pointing that finger at Greg Abbott, Chip Roy, Louis Gohmert, you know, basically everybody who was like, nah, we should keep our grid free from government regulation, which is why Texas is the only place where this happens with some sort of regularity. But what was odd was just it's been like a weirdly busy week. I've had a lot of other projects that have been kind of up in the air that I've been working on. It's just been like I've been more active. I don't know if I've been successful, but I've been busy. So yeah, the weather's slightly less gorgeous down here in der South. But yeah, tell me about the Division, Tom. What's up?
So the thing that I accomplished today was in the Division you have classes, but they're not like a big deal. Like they give you some bonuses, but they don't really like define what your character is. They give you a little bit of a bonus to some of your skills, and then they let you pick what special weapon you want to use. And the game comes with 3 base classes, and like it's one gets a crossbow that fires explosive arrows, one gets a big ass sniper rifle, and the last one gets a grenade launcher. But over time, as they've added content to the game, they've added more classes. But in order to get those classes, you have to do a whole bunch of like challenges in order to unlock them first. And I successfully got to tier 5 on one of those sets of challenges. So I've got like a handful more of challenges to complete before I unlock this new class, which will give me a flamethrower.
Ooh. Now, a quick clarification, right? You said a big-ass sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Is that big-ass sniper rifle or big-ass sniper rifle?
The first one. It's like a 50 cal sniper rifle.
Now I'm less interested.
Yeah.
I mean, getting an ass sniper rifle? That'd be awesome. Okay, I don't want to Jedi mind trick this kid.
Do it anyways, it's XP.
What, for Jedi mind tricking him?
Yes.
Why don't I just go kill the monster?
Yeah, but all you were doing was calming him down. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll just leave him with the goats. I mean, like, what do I care if he's distressed? He hangs out with goats.
So this mission isn't too hard. You're going to be fighting
I'm like half a dozen levels higher than suggested for the jump over the wall. You.
It's like a wyvern or a cockatrice. I'm not. I can't remember what it is. You have to leave through the gate. It's real dumb.
Yeah.
Tisn't easy, not at all.
Can't leave through that gate. Stupid. Still, I'm glad that the weather is nice where my buddy Rob is. At least one of us isn't under assault by Mother Nature. So how else has your week gone, Tom?
Well, I had my first Masks game on Saturday.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Well, just character creation and world building. That was pretty much it.
Session 0s and early session 1s are always important, no matter what RPG you're playing, but especially for new systems.
I am a big fan of the characters that my players have made. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. And also, I like what they've come up with for their first bad guy that they're going to have to deal with. So they're all high school students, and they all go to the same high school. Excuse me, but the first time they ever came together as a group of superheroes was at a like Friday night like tailgate pep rally sort of thing for like, you know, the big upcoming football game.
Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
Where another student from their high school attacked the rally, and that other teenage supervillain people are calling the Crowd, because they have the ability to create duplicates a la Multiple Man.
Ooh.
But they don't just copy themselves, they copy other people. So no one is quite sure who the actual person is, because they had all of these copies of other people running around wrecking things.
Oh, So you get kind of like a the Thing vibe.
Tracks lead
Yeah.
to the cave.
Nice.
The telltale is that every single copy has the same very vibrant green eyes. Not like glowy green eyes, but like if you saw someone with this shade of eye color, you'd be like, you're wearing contacts. Like, it's definitely not natural.
Nice. Well, I will prevent myself from asking weaknesses and the like, just in case any of your players are also subscribed. Guys!
Sound is coming from above.
Yeah, sound is coming from above. Ooh, these are some wealthy bones. Haha. Sorry, I find it funny that it ate a bunch of billionaires, apparently.
So, I haven't decided on anything like weaknesses or anything like that yet. Masks has a very interesting system for how you do... Like, health isn't really a thing. There's no health track in the game. Instead, injuring a character causes them to get conditions, and once they run out of conditions, they are out of the fight. And the fiction of the narrative determines what that means.
I think, personally, you should make one of their weaknesses that they do not have sufficient school spirit. Okay, so am I supposed to, like, throw a bomb at this, or what? Like, drive the monster out of its lair.
Is there a, like, ledge thing? Because if not, you just go outside and go up on top of the hill.
Yeah, there's. I think that's a ledge. Yeah.
Then I think, yeah, you throw a bomb up there.
Okay, time to remember how to bomb. No, I don't have that bomb. Oh no. Do I have another bomb? I do. What one is that? Devil's Puffball.
I don't think you want to use that one. If you have Dancing Star, you have like no bombs.
No, because the last one, the one that you missed, I went around and blew up a bunch of monster nests. So
you should go in your alchemy and see if you can create more bomb types. Because there are like 8 different kinds of bomb.
What?
Yeah.
I can make. That's a decoction. Let's see, bombs. Here we go. Yeah, I can make Dancing Star. Sure. I can make Demetrium.
That one's really useful. The Demetrium bombs affect stuff like ghosts.
Make Enhanced Dancing Star. Make Moondust. Make Enhanced Moondust. Make Dragon's Dream. Can't make Enhanced Dragon Dream or Grape Shot or Northern Wind. Now well. Now I should have, like, bombs aplenty, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was Dancing Star. Boop.
If I remember correctly, Dancing Star is also a bomb that will destroy monster nests.
Yeah.
So that means now you have a larger supply of bombs that will destroy monster nests.
Now I can spend less time meditating. Like an unhappy Buddhist.
And spending alcohol est.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, I pick up alcohol est all the time. Whoops. I just drank a bunch of potion. Okay. No, stop. What am I doing? There I go. Click. And then that's right button toggle.
Yeah, R1.
There we go. And
Or right bumper.
Yeah, how could that happen? Hey.
Damn it. It's not here. Must have fled through another exit.
Okay.
Nab it before it gets away.
And now it should be outside. So you run
There's
out
Buggum.
and you go find it.
This time.
Come here, Buggum. Hey. Hey, get back here.
I would equip your crossbow because if you do a quick shot on it when it's close enough, you'll down it and it'll be stunned.
Ooh.
That's a big trick with any any flying enemy. If you quick shot them,
Ooh.
they get stunned when they hit the ground.
It hit me. I'm bleeding. Jerry Two Swords is for the first time bleeding.
Not good.
Dark Souls. Oh, you're fine, Jerry. Ow. Ow. Stupid hell chicken. Ow.
Light it on fire.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Hang on. It's a good thing that I can hold my breath. Because I accidentally cast Killer Will on myself. Chicken! Oh no, chicken scream! Eat some raw meat, Jerry. Whang! Get wrecked, chicken! Chicken! Yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm doing pretty good considering that I just kind of forgot how to dodge or block for that entire fight.
Dark Souls.
Yeah! Ooh, a Dwarven Axe Relic. Nice!
I've been trying to work up the willpower to get back into Dark Souls 3 because that's the first Dark Souls game or like Soulsborne game I played where I can't get past the first boss.
Ooh.
And it kills. It kills so much.
You know, I played a little bit of... I think we've talked about this on the stream before, but, you know, no reason why we can't go back and against this. I believe that I played a little bit of the Dark Souls 2, and subsequently got like thoroughly rocked, and was like, I don't think these are the games for me.
Dark Souls 2 is super controversial because depending on who you talk to, it wasn't very well made. Like, a lot of the boss fights are what they call gank boss fights, which is just deal with this big horde of enemies, you know. Just screw you, here's 15 enemies that you have to deal with, and they all have 1 health bar. What in the world are you doing?
I don't know. I thought that I would go to this little villagey type place and hit a fast travel.
Like,
but,
it would be
instead
faster
I'm just going on a refreshing swim.
It would be faster to just go around Crow's Perch and just go in the entrance the normal way.
Well. Yeah, all that I know is that, like, it didn't take 15 mobs to kill me. It took the one guy, like, that you first meet, where it's like, oh, hello, little skeleton. Ow! Ow!
Oh, yeah. You have to learn to be patient and kind of play a little bit defensively in those games.
Yeah, but, like, the gameplay of it was so thoroughly slow. And then I, I finally ended up chipping down that one guy, and then I looked, like, further up the ridge, and there's, like, 4 of them, and one of them has a bow and arrow, and I was like, okay. So now I just have to kill 4 of them. Hang on, where's my... Come here, Roach. I was like, wait a minute. This is going to take me forever. And, like, 45 minutes later, I finally reached, you know, like, the first group of people. And after that, I was like, I don't think that I have the time for this game. Well, now that I am, shall we say, laden with a preponderance of spare time, I may have to revisit that. What's up, cultists?
So I haven't played Dark Souls 1 as much as I probably could. That one I'm better at. Like, I've gotten past the first hurdle, I should say, in that one. With Bloodborne, I'm like 2/3 of the way into that game, and I'm just running into a brick wall of boss difficulty.
See, now I have been told and I mean like specific to me. People have told me, hey, don't play Dark Souls, don't play Dark Souls 2. You know, people will say like, oh, Dark Souls 3 is the, you know, is the one to go for. Don't play Dark Souls 3. Play Bloodborne. They said it fits your aesthetic, it's the kind of thing that you would 100% jam on. It takes away your shield, and that's good for your like play style, because then you don't have to, you know.
It forces you to dodge.
Right, forces you to dodge and stuff.
And it also rewards aggressive play.
And then they said, take that same sort of mentality and go, you know, into like the other Dark Souls game. They said, skip Dark Souls, it's too buggy. You know, wait until they remaster it. Don't even bother with Demon Souls, although now that the PS5 is out, they say if you have a PS5, play the Demon Souls remastered.
So
what's going on in this burg?
So there is a remastered version of Dark Souls that gets rid of the bugs for the most part.
Right.
And they call it Prepare to Die edition. It's very good.
But see, like, none of that sounds like, what's that thing, that games are so fun. None of that sounds fun to me. Like, if they put out, should I talk to the shady merchant? Are these the quests that you told me to avoid last time?
No, you could do this. Okay. You're leveled enough that you could definitely handle this.
I got a special price for you.
But you should go and close the quest out that you're currently on before you go and do this one.
Yeah, I'll think it over.
All right, see what I can do.
I mean, I've got like an extra hundo. But yeah, you know, like they could release, you know, the Dark Souls, punch yourself in the testicles, edition, and I'd be like, you know,
I'm pretty sure that Escape from Tarkov has already copyrighted that name.
Right.
What do you need?
Need from the men to finish their work unharmed.
Okay, so
Coming out all the while.
Have you seen the you watch Viva La Dirt League, right?
What? No,
Deal.
You just said a bunch of words, but none of them make much sense.
Okay, so I'm going to share a YouTube video or YouTube channel into the chat.
Okay, please do.
It is called Viva La Dirt League. It is a group of nerdy short filmmakers from New Zealand. And they do all sorts of videos about all sorts of different kinds of video games.
Oh, hang on. I apparently failed a quest, so I'm gonna reload. What time is it now?
Did you run away from those guys that had just hired you to
I just had a thing
them?
that just showed like, hey, go this way, and I was like, oh, I gotta go this way for the quest? Okay, and yeah.
Some peasants found her and took her to
Yeah, no, you're supposed to stay close to those guys because they're like, you need to protect us from ghouls.
Yeah, well, excellent design with the quest UI, CD Projekt Red. Thanks for letting us know. Alright. There's the shady merchant. Gonna go back over here. Hang on. I'm gonna talk to this commander of the guard post and do my whole woodland beast thing.
Yeah, get your XP first.
Yeah, what up, nerd?
Huh? What do you want?
Bold words for somebody in that armor.
Hear about the notice. Got monster trouble?
Trouble? Good one. We're not having trouble. We're up shit fucking.
But yeah, so
That's how you get pink eye.
fuck knows what shit in the woods attacking every plough and transport.
so the
When they ran to bolts,
the Viva La Dirt League guys do a whole series about Tarkov, and the first video in their Escape from Tarkov series, they're basically doing the developers meeting with the head of the game studio, and they're like, yeah, so most games
Quartermaster won't budge.
you want your players to feel like they're having a lot of fun. We wanted to do something different with Escape from Tarkov. We wanted everyone to feel like they've been punched in the dick.
What's Escape from Tarkov?
Escape from Tarkov is a first-person shooter that is hard as nails. Like, you have a limited quantity of carrying space. Like, it's inventory management's a very big deal in it. Injuries will carry over to the next match unless you treat them. Like when you're back at your base camp.
So it's like Unreal mixed with pathologic.
Yeah, very much so.
That sounds awful.
I want to say it might even be by the same studio that made Pathologic, but I'd have to check that.
Man, sneaky Russian game devs. If you, like, don't trust Russian game designers. They have a skewed view of what fun is.
So I actually, if I can get it on sale, I would like to get Escape from Tarkov, because there's a low risk way to play the game, which is instead of playing as like your character, which has, you know, lots of opportunities to, you know, for you to lose all of your stuff. If you die, you lose everything and you have to start from the beginning again.
Instead, play as someone else's character.
Well, you play as the scavengers who get just kind of dumped into the map and only have randomized gear that the game gives you. So if you're a new player, playing as a scavenger is very low risk and lets you learn all the mechanics in the game. And I really like the concept behind the game is you are a PMC soldier who has basically been left behind in a like active war zone, and you need to figure out how to get out on your own.
That's what, private military contractor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like your character has been left behind, and you need to figure out how to get out.
Good thing you're a big, strong, shooty man. At least I presume.
I mean, it depends on your skill level.
Look like
right, might not be a big, strong, shooty man.
Yeah.
Shaft's broken off right at the skin.
Could be a quick, nimble, stabby boy.
Something's fishy here.
That is an option. There are like melee weapons in the game, and I've seen people do some real damage with a shovel in YouTube videos.
Yeah, that does not sound like a game that I'll be putting on my wish list.
I mean, for that matter, I've also played Hunt Showdown, which is similar in concept, where like the character that you could make could die, and then you would lose all of your stuff. But Hunt Showdown has a little bit of it's a little bit less punishing, because most of the gear for a good build you can make with just what you have at a new character creation.
Like I know
your starting money.
I know that we discussed that we floated the idea, and I think that we should follow through with it. You know, in due course of time, of getting together and going through some Borderlands stuff.
I'm ready for that whenever you are. If you want to
start
Borderlands 1 tomorrow.
Yeah, I got the day free. Let's poke around in this. But I should point out, my wife has made a special request. She wants us to, once one of them goes on sale, and I've got no idea what the like actual criteria that she's actually looking for in this is. My wife has specially requested that you and I go through a dating sim.
I mean, okay. I think the first one should be Doki Doki Literature Club.
That's not a dating sim.
It is, though.
No, it isn't. Okay. So, how do I, what's up with this elf guy?
They're Scoia'tael. The Scoia'tael are elf rebels. And at this point, they're kind of just terrorists. They've got a little bit of justification for what they do, but it's long past the point where like they're going to achieve anything.
So, is there any consequence for me giving this guy sass? I mean, I'm sure there is.
So if you say need to talk to your commander, he's going to ask for your weapons before you're allowed to go talk to him. And if you refuse, then you have to fight all of them. But that's the option I take every time. So I don't know what happens other than killing Scoia'tael.
Good enough for me.
Need to talk to your commander.
109 in Wisconsin.
Figured as much when I saw your bow aimed at
And then
me.
cooled off to 7. That's...
In your sight.
Yikes.
And I'm just not prone to
How do you
doing silly
live?
things. I can assure you of that.
I'll be assured when you hand me your weapons. Come on, your swords. Drop them, and I'll take you to Venosio.
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Afraid I can't agree to that.
An error. The last you'll ever
Did he just
make.
say ape me?
Et me!
Oh. Yep, meh.
Pathetic.
Dark Souls.
So yeah, the Scoia'tael, they get their name from the Elven word for squirrel.
Oh, now I respect them even less.
Because they use squirrel tails as their symbol. But yeah, so the Scoia'tael are elven rebels who fight humans because humans were, you know, responsible for the destruction of their civilization. So it's justified, but at the same time, like, elves already have their own country in this.
Yeah, but I mean, like this is the same kind of thing as I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. They were here before us.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pause real quick in terms of explaining more of fantasy Poland colonialism. I want to get your opinion on. There's a better steel sword for me. 10% critical hit chance and a 5% chance to poison.
Yeah, that'd be worth
Versus
it.
what am I wearing now? Adrenaline point gain and armor piercing. So is that better?
Armor piercing is useful, but I would go with the one that gives you just more straight damage.
Ta-da.
Because not all of your enemies are going to be armored.
All right, now I also got this cool steel sword. It's called the Arbitrator.
That's a big drop down in damage.
Is it?
I mean, I like it, but that's too big of a... 31 points is way too much.
Okay.
For a 1% chance to dismember when you're going to have a better chance to dismember with just your...
Okay. And second, how do I equip this secondary weapon?
So secondary weapons take the place of your steel weapon. But personally, I don't think they're worth it because you can't put oils on them.
Okay, and the rest can just be sold.
Yeah.
God, 58%, but I need 19. Like, I need 6 more levels. Okay, cool. Well, thank you. Now I know. Okay, so the Beast in the Woods was a bunch of, I mean, I would say justifiably pissed off elves.
Yes.
Cool.
So at the time of this point in the timeline of The Witcher, the elves already have their own homeland. Like, I can't remember. Let me do a quick Google search.
Shaky analogy for Israel.
Kind of, but also at the same time, it's, it was... So, the Nilfgaardians created it as a way to kind of, like, get the Scoia'tael to stop attacking them. And it's not like they didn't just dump them in some, like, garbage swampland. Like, it's very nice territory.
So it's a pretty reservation.
Yeah.
You can tell I have opinions on these sorts of things.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, it's you know, Colonialism is kind of baked in, isn't it?
I mean, in pretty much any medieval setting.
Yeah. That's a drag.
Did I tell you, by the way, that they made a there's a mod for Crusader Kings 3, the newest Crusader Kings game, of I would of course forget it as I'm trying to talk about it.
Vampire the Masquerade Dark Ages.
Well, I mean that one's been out for a while, but your favorite fantasy setting of all time, the Stormlight Archives.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they have a mod that turns it into the Stormlight Archives, and all of the major characters from the books are in it.
No, that's neat. You know, weird thing is, I'm not sure if I would actually call it my my favorite fantasy thing of all time, but I do really enjoy it. I mean, like, there's a little bit of like a background and a rant attached to this. So let's see, we got 5 concurrent viewers at the moment. Buckle up, folks.
I mean, one of them is me.
So. Right. So, I mean, like, oh yeah, but the other 4 may not have signed up for this initially. So back in college, I had a bunch of friends that said, "Hey, you know, hang on, I gotta track my next quest here." I had a bunch of friends that said, "Hey, you should read, you know, like you're into fantasy." I'm like, "I am into fantasy." Contract the Merry Widow, and I still gotta go turn in the Shrieker. But that's at Crow's Perch. I'll be back there. Yeah, why not?
Figure that's true.
I had friends that said, "Hey, you need to do this. Read this Wheel of Time. You're gonna love it. It's, you know, it's amazing. Read the Wheel of Time. It's your jam." Well, I read it, and sure enough, it did certainly seem for quite some time like my jam, or at least my jam adjacent. I read the first book and went, "Wow, that was pretty solid for a fantasy novel," and there's a bunch more. I like the themes that they're going with. You know, this Robert Jordan fellow seems to be writing interesting characters that I can get behind. Cool, I like this thing. And then over the next several years, I read the rest of the books in the Wheel of Time series, right up until, by the time I want to say, 9th book was coming out, I was working in a bookstore as the book sales manager for the floor. Oh, knickers. So, by that point, I had kind of been like, some of the books incredible, a lot of the books really mediocre, and a couple of them bad. Jordan's characterization in a lot of things seemed really inconsistent. There were a couple of points where I was like, well, this is oh, I got a new fancy weapon. I was like, this seems kind of inconsistent, or this character seems to have changed rather abruptly. Particularly the way that he wrote women did not sit well with me, because the moment that any woman in a Robert Jordan book starts to gain any kind of agency or power, she immediately responds by becoming the most unpleasant person that you can imagine. Just an absolute horrible individual.
With 2 exceptions, I would say, and we could debate this, which would be Min and the daughter heir.
You mean Min the weird sort of like semi-orientalist oddly kind of problematic princess that dominates Matrim Cawthorn and
No, that's to
Yeah, see,
something.
See, keep in mind, this is this is how far detached I am from Robert Jordan's stuff.
Min is the girl who can see the future, and who tends to dress like a man.
See, even that, like, okay, you're I mean, like your statements aren't off kilter, Jordan, but there's clear that you're working through some issues there on the page. Regardless, I was like, okay, end of book 8 was kind of a big thing. End of book 8 was like, whoa, there's just been a fundamental shift in the way that things work in the entire world. You know, like you have set up this system of magic, and it's a big deal, and, you know, like, we're really excited to see what happens from here. And then book 9. Book 9 of the Wheel of Time. And I don't remember the title of it. I don't particularly care to. There's something else I'm supposed to do in this cavern. I can pick these mushrooms. I don't remember the title of it. I don't care to. It's been years since I read it. This gigantic cataclysmic event happens, and everything changes, and when you pick up book 9 or book 10, one of those two, you spend an entire book not progressing the main plot in the slightest. You spend the entire book following behind the side characters that were off doing other stuff, and just, it's like a, hey, let's catch up with the thief catcher. What's he been up to? And I could not care less. I tried very much, because when I read it, I was legitimately angry. I attempted. What's that cage? Probably a person's in distress. Let's take a quick trip to go see what this person's like. I tried to care less because I was furious, and I could not bring myself to do it. This dude, like, not only hyped up, you know, the gigantic things that have happened in the land of the Wheel of Time. The thief catcher, remember him? No, you don't. He's not important. Like, he's just a side character. He's not one of the guys that is going to have a big impact, but he's a fan favorite too. And we had an entire book of that. An entire book of, hey, remember that this guy that I mentioned 2 books ago? Really care about him, right? No, Robert. No, I do not. And so I stopped. I stopped reading The Wheel of Time.
Winds howling.
Now, years later, I read The Name of the Wind, and I really enjoyed The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. He has since kind of broken my heart a little bit because, man, dude has taken a long time to finish that last book, hasn't he? But regardless, we did get a cover blurb from him in between not writing the 3rd book and doing other stuff. And again, I hold on. I agree with Neil Gaiman's statement that George R.R. Martin is not your personal bitch. He's not your you know, on-call writing monkey boy there to dance and clap his cymbals for you. He's a person with, you know, he's got his own stuff going on. I agree with that. So I, based on the recommendation from Patrick Rothfuss, I started reading Brandon Sanderson's Wheel of Time, or not Wheel of Time, the Stormlight Archives. Put your sword away, Jerry. So I started reading the Stormlight Archives, and I loved it. And the first book came out, and I was like, whoa, this is incredible. And then the second book was announced, and I got really, really excited. And then he announced that he had to put it on hold so that he could finish writing the by now deceased Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time series. And my heart sank. I thought that the Wheel of Time series was now going to kill 2 authors, and one of them, I really enjoyed his writing, so that made me very sad. And so I started, like, mentally divorcing myself from the hope that I would ever read another Brandon Sanderson novel, because I knew the state of the Wheel of Time when I left it so many years ago, and it was not good. However, Brandon Sanderson is less of a person and more of a self-propelled Mormon writing machine. And he, like, knocked out 3 books. He, you know, kept everybody sort of up to date on where it was going. He even had, like, a little blog post. Oh, here's a good place to stop. There's a person in distress. He even had a little blog post where he was like, hey, what do I need to use to... Yeah. That's a... Is that Axie? Yeah. Hey, let me hit you. He put up like a blog post that was like, yeah, so I respect Robert Jordan. That's why it was like a very much an honor that his family asked me to finish the Wheel of Time series, one of the series that like got me into being an author. It is something that is very important to me, and you know, again, a really great thing that I have the opportunity to do. This guy did not know how he was going to finish his story. Oh, he had ideas, but he very clearly did not know how to tie it all together. I have his notes, and, you know, basically he said, like, Jordan's notes were basically, okay, so we got this, and then some other stuff happens, and here's how it ends. And I have to figure out how to do that in one book? Impossible. Cannot be done. I'm gonna have to write more. And so again, I accidentally lit myself on fire. So I started thinking like, man, I'm never gonna read that second Stormlight Archives book. He not only blew my expectations out of the water. Once he was finished with Jordan's work, he announced that he had written like 3 novellas, he had done a couple of short stories, and he had put in the first draft for the Stormlight Archives book 2. So I enjoy his stuff because I know that I'll be getting more of it. Like when this guy starts writing... Oh, hey.
See me forge? I'll have something for you. A gesture of gratitude.
I'm gonna steal an apple from your dead friend here. Alright. So I like Brandon Sanderson stuff because I know that Brandon Sanderson is currently writing right now, and that I won't have to wait 10 years for him to come out with another book. Now, whether it's like my favorite fantasy setting, I don't know. I really like Dragonlance and the Forgotten Realms. I like Brandon Sanderson's magic systems a whole lot.
Yeah.
I really wish that Rothfuss would finish the 3rd book. You know, I dig the Dresden Files. Like there's, I don't even know if I really have a favorite, but Stormlight Archives is pretty cool. I would say like maybe Roger Zelazny's Amber. That was one that hit me like really hard in my formative years. Oh, what's up with you? Sick ink, bro.
What happened here?
You stupid or blind? It's clear as day.
'Tis also clear he's a witcher. Spare him your lip.
See, now, Tattoo Boy has the right ideas, like, hey...
But with a little learning, corpses can be read like books. Black and see.
Like, maybe save the sass for somebody who isn't a Hot Topic manager with 2 swords.
Take his fine sword, for example. Found it in the rushes. Maybe you'd like to buy it.
You don't even have a shirt, my guy. Yeah, I got 525 to spare.
Well, not like it can be useful to a dead man.
Always go with mind control if you can mind control them.
I didn't have the option to mind control him.
What are you staring at?
Alright, I gotta go talk to a grave digger. And that guy's just got the hacky coughs. I got a mug. But no, I haven't played any of the Crusader Kings game. I try, weird enough as it sounds, I try to stay away from any property that is like, hey, you know, it was really cool and interesting, the Crusades, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna turn real fashy real fast.
So, Crusades are actually a really minor part of
Crusader Kings
3. Yeah, like it's more of a legacy title at this point. The primary start date in the newest Crusader Kings is like 300 years before Crusades even start. And also, like, the game, there's
Seems you got a problem.
every religion that had religious wars can have religious wars in the game. Like, that's
Every now and then,
it's
Yay!
very
in the graveyard.
yeah, like
Devour what's left and move
they've
on.
done a very good job
Started
at
it long
not just
past.
making the game
Thought to myself,
Crusader
Eurocentric.
focused.
step out after
Yeah,
dark and lock your
it's
door
it's
tight.
not Eurocentric. One of the
listen.
biggest
From the graveyard?
challenges in the game right
the
now
village.
that like
Little
players
small
have been trying to
comfort is
complete
own.
is
Heard
the
something like
unification
a
of
night.
all of Africa
Didn't
under
bother
a
to come
single
out, see what was
kingdom,
happening.
and making all of
monsters, you know
Africa
what
a
you're-
single African religion, like kicking
Let's talk about my
Christianity
reward.
and Islam out of Africa and making it all one African religion. And that's like one of the top tier achievements you can get in the game is
fair,
succeeding with that.
considering
It's
the
really
job.
difficult.
I know a bit about these things.
Hey, sweet.
See if I can learn what's out there.
I mid-bowled this guy and he accepted my offer. I'm happy with that. I figure I realized I did a couple of the last time that I did a Sidequest day. You weren't here, but I realized that like I can't worry too much about the price of things because if I get too big into the haggling game, I'll just end up like reloading save files
Yeah.
and just be like, "What's the best price that I can possibly get?" And I'm like, "Dog, hey, dog." I forgot to change it off the stunning one.
Ghouls dug up the graves, and the stench of decay attracted wild dogs. But neither ghouls nor dogs steal kids.
We have a kid at Napper. But, hey everybody in chat, what are your favorite, fantasy settings? If I haven't read something that you're like, oh, you should read this, it's boss.
No tools used.
Tell me what else to read. Yeah, the biggest thing that I've been excited about, outside of the fact that they, dropped, footage from The Witcher Season 2, which seems very Siri-focused. Super excited about that. So that maybe I can understand more of what's going on in this nutty fantasy Poland.
Dug up with
But the casting announcements for the Sandman adaptation that Netflix is doing look pretty dope. So get in them comments.
up.
Give me
tools used though.
give me advice on what to read next. But Gwendolyn Christie as Lucifer, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Tom Sturridge, I have no idea who that is, but I saw him and I'm like, I can see that dude as Dream.
Smell of cadaverine's old though. Overripe.
Daverine?
Wonder where the stench will lead me.
Is that the actual smell of a corpse, cadaverine?
I think so.
A gross and succulent bouquet. Alright, where's my stink trail? Stink trail says go over the wall. And Follow my nose. Follow your nose. Oh, wait. There we go. Follow my nose to the taste of Fruit Loops. There we go. Yup. This is why you mayhaps should bathe more often in Fantasy Poland. You don't want Jerry Two Swords following your stank.
Then he'll just follow the smell of soap.
What is this caustic lie?
Whatever filth lives here sure chose an unusual place for it
They
to
have
live,
fancy soaps
which is pretty clever.
in Fantasy Poland.
Do they?
They do.
And I know that my thick goth girlfriend smells of what is it, elderflower,
And a magic search
Lilac and
monsters clearly
gooseberries.
and lilac and gooseberries.
strength from the place of power.
Just wait until you get to Novigrad and you
Confidence grew
get
enough
to
start prowling the village.
listen to the song
Take the skulls, force it to
that
go back to the cemetery.
a character sings
there.
about Geralt and Yennefer.
I think I found the take the skulls. I think I found the lyrics to that in one of the books that I had.
That ought to really piss it off.
I don't think it's featured in the game
Low in the
before you
cemetery.
get to
It's like
her
the
singing
call
it, because it's supposed to be like a new song that she just written.
Oh.
But what I think is funny is like you have to go around in this world as, you know, this Witcher guy, and like your story is known, like people know so much about your love life that random troubadours make up songs about you and they bring audiences to tears.
The story of a single Hot Topic manager, Catboy, and his thick goth GF. A man of his word. No, I have not heard of a man of his word. Rob, what's the dilly with that? Anybody in this little temple thing? Loot. Nilfgaardian guardsman armor, in case I want to check my fit. Oh, that's a good sound. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to put those away.
Thief. Skulls he stole. My skulls. Ought to dig up his own.
There she is, right on cue.
Morntart? Ma'am. Dark Souls. What kind of oil should I use for hags?
Necrophage.
Okay, good. 1 second. Inventory. Food and drink. Oils. Enhance hangman. Enhance insectoid. Enhance necrophage. Loop. And get us some Ignifon. Hey! Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's nice. Not a fan of the tongue lashing though. Ma'am! I'm gonna have to ask you to leave this PTA meeting. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Okay. Princess and the stable boy, each with magical skills, become involved in a kingdom succession struggle. Ooh. I mean, you know, it's a little bit tropey, but a lot of the best fantasy is. I do enjoy the stable boy come up though. That's always one of the tropes that I've admired. All right, so we've got a couple of these to pass in for our rewards. We got Shrieker is done. I still need to do Mysterious Tracks, The Beast of Honorton, Jenny of the Woods. Did I go turn these in first time?
I mean, that's how you get XP.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I could also, you know, like, do a bunch of them and then just, like, run back or fast travel back to the places and turn them in.
Sure. If there are fast travel places nearby.
If. Big if. Man of his word. Who's the author of that, Rob? Hey, glad you're up, pal.
Hear about the job.
And?
It's taken care of. It was a grave hack that dug up the graves and snatched the child.
Aye. So, how is the little tyke?
Oh, dead. Dead, my guy. Is there, well, options are dead or found him. I mean, they're kind of the same thing. Should I be gentle, Tom?
I would go with found him.
Found him in the grave hag's lair. In her cauldron, to be precise. Want me to go on?
Personally, I would go with
Said
found
that
him.
much.
What about my reward?
Oh, I've not forgotten, nay.
Amy.
Here you
Yeah, the teleportation novel does sound good. I haven't gotten around to reading it yet. All of my reading, of course, these days is digital because bookstores exist in the outside, and I still don't really go there yet. Let's see. Map. Alright, so there's a fast travel thing here. I need to go to my quests, and a secondary quest. Witcher contracts. Shrieker. And then we take a look at the map and see if I can fast travel from there to a Shrieker spot. I can. That's a crow's perch. Cool. Where are my signpost? But yeah, once I get the ye old Kindle all revved up, then I try to make it a point to read a novel a week. Just because I feel such things are important to my well-being.
Got eyes like a cat. You catch mice too.
You know, I think it's important to sit back and consume new media and enjoy new things. So, but as always, I appreciate any recommendations. What up, Chet? I killed your weird chicken.
Trouble you anymore.
Thank ye, Master Witcher. Your reward, tain't much, but as they say, take care of the pennies.
Who's Simcoe again? Oh, that's the kid with the goats? Fuck that kid.
Thank you.
I don't care about that
Hope in the
kid.
future you keep me in mind.
Give me my money. Find the boat headed to Skellig. No, I don't think we shall. Let's do Jenny of the Woods. We're in a good hag-killing mood. We just gotta make a quick stop to get our stuff repaired.
Any of the woods will be a wraith.
That's just a ghost hag.
Right, give me the coin. Tails, we clean the shit out of the stable.
Now, I already, the last time that I came back here, I had to kill a bunch of dudes who were getting a little handsy. Give me your papers.
I don't object to your
Fergus.
How may I assist you?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Giggity. Fergus, repair my equipped things, please. Thank you. Okay, let's do that. Ooh. Alright, now that being said, let's duck out of this and then look at the new loot that we got. Inventory. Okay, let's see. Nope. Here we go. That is a pretty dope silver sword. It's missing the chance to freeze and frost damage, but That one's plus 13. And sell. That I can sell. That I can sell. That I can sell. Yeah, so I think we're gonna take this Adendeeth.
So, fun fact, Adendeeth, that is a silver sword. Like, you find it multiple times in this game. You can only get it once in The Witcher 1. And it is the best silver sword in the entire game. And later on, when you go and do the Blood and Wine DLC, you will get a version of Adendeeth from the Lady of the Lake.
Nice.
And it will again be the best silver sword in the game. But yeah, that is straight up Excalibur.
Nice. So we're gonna put some dope rune stones in this bad boy. We're gonna put in 10 armor piercing, a 3% chance to stagger, and a 3% chance to stun. Or should we put on poison? Or plus or 2% attack power.
I think stun is more useful personally.
Well, but I mean, like, out of those three, we're gonna put stun. We're gonna put armor piercing
and fire.
And fire.
Yeah, burning. If you have burning or bleed, those are good.
I have a 2% chance to cause burning and a 3% chance to cause bleeding. I've also got a 3% chance to. Yeah. We will go with the 3% chance to cause bleeding. Schwung. Alright. Now let's take a look at this armor stuff. Nope, not quite as good. Fancy, but not as good. Alright, sell time, baby. Fergus.
How may I assist you?
I'd like to take a look at your stock, Fergus.
Look at your stock.
I think this is all stuff that I've sold him previously.
Quite possibly.
Got anything from him? Pure silver? No. Let's go ahead and buy an armor's repair kit. Because those are useful if I can't get back here fast enough. Okay. Hardened leather. Ooh, fancy boy. Cavalry boots are more armor than I've got. Let me... Left trigger. No. What am I doing? Alright, there we go. Where was that? Trigger compare. Nah, my resistances are better. Okay. Let's sell that. Have a nice shirt. Some of those. So secondary weapons aren't worth it. There goes a steel sword. There goes a silver sword. 200 for Deathween. Deathwain.
Once you get to like late game weapon, or not late game weapons, but once you start getting the superior oils, superior oils add 50% to the damage rating of your weapon. So like for a secondary weapon to be useful, it would have to be better than 50% stronger than your current weapon.
Yeah. Bump that noise. And I'm not going to be able to use that till 21, and I'm sure I'll find something better. Kapow. Alright, I am going to hang on to Mourner because I paid 500 for it. I'm going to stash that in my hoopsie doodle.
Yeah, so, you know, your hoopsie doodle.
My hoopsie doodle. This joint up yonder. You know. My loot box. My hoopsie doodle. My helpful game mechanic for when you're when you don't want to carry around too much stuff.
Could use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
Got any vodka? All right. This go in there. Cool. Let's I do still have that Noon Wraith trophy. That would give me more experience, but I do enjoy the whole dismemberment thing. Alright, we're going to take a quick break here real quick so that I may use the facilities, but we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. So thank you guys again for joining me on Fantasy Poland Monday. And when I get back, I've got a special announcement about an upcoming giveaway for when I hit 100 subscribers. And the pleased to announce that we are currently sitting at 69 subscribers.
Nice.
It's magical, and I thank you all so, so much. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Fantasy Poland Monday. Back in a bit, y'all. Aye, aye, Captain. All right. So the special announcement upcoming for when I hit 100 subscribers. Only 31 more to go. When I hit 100 subscribers, just like when we hit 50, my incomparably generous friend Rachel has agreed to do another giveaway. This time it is a plush unicorn, hand crocheted by a master fiber artist. She's phenomenal. The unicorns are super cute. If you want one, find me on the Facebook and follow the pages and links that I share. Make sure to like the original post and tell all your friends if you're like, hey, you want this dope-ass, one-of-a-kind crocheted unicorn in celebration of Fantasy Poland Monday and 100 subscribers? Subscribe to the channel. Drop a line. And once we hit 100, we'll be doing that giveaway. All right. We're doing Jenny of the Woods. Which means I gotta go to mid-cops. Before I do that, I'm gonna check my inventory and see how much weight I'm carrying. Oh, 43 out of 190, no problem. Where's my... okay, trophies and stuff. 10% chance to dismember. Is that the one that I'm currently using? Ooh. What am I using currently? 5% bonus experience. I want the 10% chance to dismember, right? So I can get
yeah, every time you kill a monster for a quest, it's going to change out what your current trophy is on Roach.
Well, we're going to swap it up to the Cockatrice trophy. It does the same thing.
Yeah, I always prefer a trophy that does dismember. Like the 5% bonus from humans and non-humans or monsters, like the amount of XP you get from just killing enemies is negligible.
I mean, it's cool and all, and I dig it, but I like it to dismember. We can go ahead and put that in there, and we've got a better saddle, so we'll just put that in there.
I mean, you can always sell those, but you have to sell them to that other merchant.
Yeah, the
not
quartermaster.
Yeah.
It just seems like a kind of a pain at the moment, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, that's fair.
And let's go on ahead and just because it fits my aesthetic, let's just stick a skull in the box. Just as a warning to Mary and Lily, and let's put a little bit of schneef. All right. We exchange for crowns at the Vivaldi Bank in Novigrad. Cool, so I'll hang on to those. That's just junk that I can sell later. Dope. And let's go ahead and do a quick alchemy check and see what we got. Blue mutagen. I can make it. Green mutagen. Red mutagen. I can make a dwarven spirits. I think I have a bunch of dwarven spirit. I picked up the rest of the stuff that I needed for white gold, except for whatever's in that one bottle right there.
Yeah, that's the Evralus, I think is what it's called. Like, I can't remember.
And now I have enhanced Samum.
Basically, every time you go to an alchemist, just kind of like look through and see what you can make. Oh, decoctions aren't worth it, man.
Yeah, but I mean, like, get them off the thing. It's fine.
You really shouldn't have done that.
Ah, it's fine. Okay, ooh, White Rafford's decoction immediately restores a potion of vitality. These are potions, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna make these. It said decoction. Ashen Leshen decoction is missing, and... No, okay, those are the other decoctions. What was the thing that was quest? I guess I already did the one that said quest. Cool. Alright. Let's go talk to the Ealdorman of Midkopse.
Plowing hangover.
Alright. I could feel you dying inside as I made those decoctions. I can't help it, man. Decoction's a funny word. Hello, yes, I would like to pick your flowers, please. So now, why aren't decoctions worth it again?
Because the mutagens are more valuable and the decoctions have really limited effects. At least in my opinion, there's some people who like think they're really useful, but I never found any use for them.
But those people are fools and miscreants.
I think they would be more useful if you're playing on one of the higher difficulties.
What is this, Resident Evil 7?
I mean, we now know that you have learned that lesson, and you're not going to be playing on higher difficulties.
Actually, I've been, again, kind of like in my spare time playing through Resident Evil 8, and I'm on the Village of Shadows mode, like the hardest mode. I hit a bit of a wall with the section where I have to play as Chrissy Poo. See what this dude has to offer. Just because his weapons suck more than Ethan's.
Well, yeah, they haven't been upgraded or
Precisely.
anything.
And, like, you can't upgrade them because they don't want you to. Okay. Quadney Gambison. Quinn, Pure Silver, crap. Is that the thing that I need? That's fine. Why not? Fifth Essence. Fifth Element was a Fifth Essence? Less. Alright. Thanks, my guy.
See ya.
But, what was I saying? I got distracted, Tom. What was I talking about?
Chris from Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
How you hit a wall.
Yeah, his weapons blow. There, short lure. There, now I have a short lure. I don't know what I need that for, but I assume to lure a chort.
Yeah, chorts suck. They're kind of big, demony looking things. They're kind of like a giant goat demon.
Oh, like a Baphomet-y type thing.
A little bit, yeah, but way more violent.
Well, I don't know why I would need to lure a chort, but I have a lure for a chort.
So it's probably for a later Witcher quest that you've already talked to the person for, but you may not be doing anytime soon because it's high level.
Noted.
So when you went to go do the whole thing at the Crones, did you end up having to fight a fiend?
Yes.
Chorts are like fiends.
Oh, okay.
They're a smaller version.
There's a mid-cops. There's mid-cops.
Yeah, southwest.
Yeah. We'll go talk to the Ealdorman.
So what do you think who do you think you're gonna want to play in Borderlands when we go through the hour run through the series?
Are we doing are we going like whole hog full series retrospective, like one through all of them?
If you want, I'm down.
I mean, you've got them on you have them on the Steam, yeah?
I've got 1 and 2 on Steam, and 3 is on Epic Games Store, but Epic Games Store is cross-platform, so we should be able to play fine.
Man, I don't know.
So the notice about Jenny.
I do like trending towards like the sniper characters if you want to be my meat shield. But I also do enjoy in my run-throughs of Borderland 2, I had the most fun playing with Krieg.
So I've only played Borderlands 1 once, and I played as Roland. But I think Roland as the like turret guy doesn't play nearly as fun as Axton in Borderlands 2. So I think I would probably go with like maybe Lilith.
For you or for me?
For me, and do like if you're going to be the long range sniper type, I'll do like crowd control.
Yeah, mid-rangey crowd stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
And then in Borderlands 2, I kind of want to try out playing as the Mechromancer, as Gage.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about Gage, but if I'm going through Borderlands 2, and you're not playing Krieg, I'll play Krieg.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I like Zero, but so you'll do the closer range stuff, and then we'll swap off for Borderlands 2.
Yeah. And then I think in Borderlands 3, when we go to do that one, I'm going to play as Mose again, because Mose is what I'm really good at, and I have the most fun playing.
Nice.
And you will see how absolutely broken my build is in that game.
I am certain that I shall be impressed.
So Mose has a one of her skill trees, the penultimate skill on her skill tree is you regenerate 5% of your magazine every second. And then you stack that with a whole bunch of other skills that like give you extra magazine capacity, and when you
just
get
like never
critical
run out
hits,
of
you
ammo.
Also, yeah, when I'm in combat and I use, so I'll make a new build and we'll go through that way when I'm playing with you. But I'll have to show you my already fully leveled up Mose with all of my god tier gear.
Why, Tom?
Because
just after twilight.
You're gonna show me the full Mose.
Yes. On that character, I run around with a
You gonna take me out to lunch first?
No, you're just gonna get it.
Just go in and try.
But no, I run around with a doll gun, which they have very large magazines anyways. And I've been in combat and fired non-stop for 4 minutes before.
Ow. I will have to, it has been so long since I played Borderlands 2, I'll have to relearn everything, I am sure.
Yeah, and it'll be a fun way to do it through the games.
Yeah.
Like they get progressively more complex with their mechanics, so you'll be able to learn as we go through.
Well, and also I'll have to determine whether or not it's more fun to play via control or keyboard and mouse.
Oh, I'm for sure playing keyboard and mouse.
There we go. Then.
I can't play first-person shooters with a controller very well.
Yeah, we got the remastered Borderlands on the Switch, and I was like, okay, let's give this a shot. And I was like, why is everything so slow? It's because it's control. I'd like to examine this. Okay. Stabbed or slit
her throat. Strange.
I have an assassin's knife.
Dried blood on it. Could come in handy. Drag the body through here. Clear trail.
In fantasy Poland, there are 2 forms of law enforcement. Chung chung. Yeet-dee-dee. I hear them dogs.
Lugged the body all the way to the woods. Buried it here. Shallow grave. Murderer must have been pressed for time.
Had a dental appointment. Left behind a letter. Kinda sloppy. Even though I told him I don't want to know him. I know you're not afraid of Bokai, but I am. He says he loves me, but it's not the kind of love I have with you. The fierce, frightening kind. Bokai won't leave us alone, ever. We have to run. Leave your reply in the usual spot. Your Zula. And also, Tristana and Isidore. Wear covey lace and batik knickers under her rough hair shirt. And when dusk fell on the other novices... Oh. Scandalous. Alright, there we go.
Scorned lover killed the woman, seems to me. A night wraith. Alderman probably knew the girl. I gotta ask him.
Now, I want to go, I want to kill night wraiths during the day, right? Or do they not come out during the day?
You do have to wait for the specific time. But you might be able to just go there and then it'll automatically do a time jump.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, I can, like I can meditate. I'm down a couple of bombs. I've got spare alkalist.
Greetings.
What do ye want?
Mind the
Zula
sass.
and Buckeye. Did you know them? They must have lived in this village.
This guy.
He knows. 'Tis witchery. They disappeared, both of them, into thin air.
Oh, missing persons. You don't think that could have been helpful in the investigation,
Found the
you
girl's grave
knob?
And a letter. It's clear she rejected Buckeye because she loved another.
Zula and Ontan, aye. We thought they'd fled north to seek happiness there.
I just didn't think to tell you. Didn't seem relevant when the talks of all the missing peoples.
Can't be. Such a good lass. And so pretty.
Any idea where they used to meet?
Well, can't say for sure. But the young'uns, they go to the
Yeah, where's
clearing
Makeout
most
Point in
west
Fantasy
of the
Poland?
village, past the fields. Zula. Good gods.
Find the lovers' meeting
I
spot.
can hope to lift this curse. Gotta drive the wraith away. Stand a
Whee.
chance if I can bind it to one spot for a while.
Alright. There. Deer.
I think you might have fun with
Deer.
The spy in Borderlands 3.
Yeah, what's their deal?
So he is really his like special quality that he has that no one else gets is he can have 2 special abilities instead of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, the siren can only have 1 of her like super siren-y abilities active at a time. With Moe's, you have to like switch out what weapons you have on your mech. But with the spy, whose name I just can't remember at the moment, he can have 2 different abilities and have both of them active at once. And his abilities do some really cool stuff. The one that he is like most known for in the game is he summons a decoy of himself, like a hologram.
Oh, that's the Irish guy, right?
Yeah, he draws aggro and dishes out damage, and at any time he can teleport and swap places with his decoy.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't one of the options for the characters that you can be a incredibly swole siren?
Yeah, that's Amara.
Kinda want to play the swole run.
She's really cool.
I mean, look at her.
Her abilities are all about like close range combat, but area of effect.
Yeah, I got an achievement, environmentally unfriendly. So, why aren't I hurting her?
You have to destroy the. So, make sure you're only attacking her when you've used Irden to make her solid.
Mm-hmm.
So she needs to come into the space. You need to be basically fighting her in that circle. And then when she disappears and makes copies of herself, kill those copies as fast as you can.
Okay.
Like right now.
I'm killing.
So those copies will drain health off of you to heal her.
Woof. Well, I need to do some. I need to spend some time ducking and dodging.
Do you have Wraith Oil on?
I've got Spectre Oil on.
Okay, yeah, that's the right one.
Let's see. Where's my potions? I got some Swallow, right?
Yeah, you should use Swallow and possibly Thunderbolt too.
Okay, we will put that. Yeah, we'll swap out Killer Whale. And then swap out our Thunderbolt, Enhanced Thunderbolt. Got there. We'll put that there. We'll drink some Swallow. Dip, dodge, and dive. Oh, I got little red runes on my thing now. Earden. Yeah. Ma'am. Alright, and kill the things fast. Yeah, that just healed her back to full, didn't it? Why are you such a pain?
Might be too high level for you.
That's like level 10.
What's her level?
No, not like I'm level 19. The quest is level 10.
So, Wraiths have an attack pattern. They're going to attack twice in a row. So you want to dodge back and then dodge again. Not roll, use the dodge button.
Yep.
Because if you roll, that's going to carry you out of the Earden.
Alright, where's there? Hang on. I'm gonna Igni these things. Nope, I am not. I don't have the stamina for it. Okay, there we go. Earden, please. Thank you. Thank you. Whoop. Ma'am. Ma'am. Give me that. Alright. Come on. Come on. Nope. No, madam. Get in the circle, please, ma'am. Ma'am, can I come talk to you over here for just a moment? Just real quick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, there we go. Now we are cooking with proverbial gas. Put your sword away, Jerry. And pick that crow's eye. Alright. We did it, y'all. Yeah, we'll mess around with Borderlands and see where my playstyle fits in the by the time we get to 3.
Yeah. Like, Borderlands 3 has definitely made me much more of a, like, run and gunner. Like when I played Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, I spent a lot more time like sitting back and letting my turrets do the fighting for me. But Borderlands 3 with Moze, like really the only time I ever bust out the mech is when I run out of shields.
A little bit of a passive-aggressive wastelander.
Got rid of her.
Or what are they called? Vault hunters?
Not be back.
Yeah.
No. I know how to dispatch night wraiths for good.
But yeah, like, so, if my health gets, like, my shields get knocked down and I start taking health damage, that's when I jump into my mech because, I can stay in my mech long enough for my own shields to recharge, and then I'm protected by the mech's shields.
Ooh. Alright, we got Mysterious Tracks, a level 20 quest. I am level 13.
I would not recommend it.
Fine then. Secondary quests, Fists of Fury, Velen. I've already defeated one of these guys. Fish Gulper tried to give me a sob story about, you know, like, hey, can you throw the fight for me? But I said that I was going to beat him up, and Jerry Two Swords is a man of his word.
You could do Defender of the Faith, too. That's just putting up some statues.
Yeah, I think I've already got one of those, so... And I've got fake papers. I've already missed the chance to get my unique card from Gwen, or from the Baron. I don't care about Pokemon cards in Fantasy Poland. Complete my collection of Gwent cards. Don't cur. We'll do Defender of the Faith.
I have been trying to do all of the fantasy Pokemon cards.
And I shall live vicariously through you. I am going to continue my my playthrough of Final Fantasy IX on Fridays, I believe. So I think that I shall have enough fantasy collectible card game within a game fun playing Tetramaster. Thank you very much.
I've never played Final Fantasy IX. I always heard it was really good.
It is so good.
Back in the day, when anime music videos were a thing, I had a very cool anime music video of Final Fantasy IX set to Elevation by U2.
That is the most mid-2000s thing that I have ever heard.
Right?
Yeah, in my opinion, right, like, Final Fantasy IX was a gem of a game.
This one too.
It was I think I've, you know, and like of course, you know, nobody quote me on this, I'm not an authority on the Final Fantasy games. I am playing through 15 currently, and it's very pretty and a little bit boring. Let's see, let me take a look at my map real quick and see if I can fast travel. The current shrine. Nope. Well, are those the three that you told me not to muck with? No, I marked those with a death thing.
No, you could do all of those.
All right, let's go do them.
Somewhere in that area, like, you're gonna have to find that, like, back entrance to the underground elven temple thing that you did with Kira. Because
the back door.
Yes, two of those question marks are inside that temple.
Well, we'll give that a go. Well, you know, tease around the area for a little while. I've heard that helps. But yeah, Final Fantasy IX, I think, has single-handedly... Ordinarily, Final Fantasy games tend to have problems telling convincing romances. Right? Like, they're all kind of like ham-fisted and pat and like, you know, yeah, these two are supposed to be together. Like Final Fantasy VIII, outside of being kind of stylistically weird in my opinion, fairly thin motivation for the villain, not a whole lot of character development comes up, you know, like Squall's whole thing is he's like, I'm an edgy, brooding 16-year-old with a scar on my face and a gun sword. What was that? Had a squark. I don't know. What's your senses? Got a squark? Definitely hear something. Don't see nothing. No, couldn't be bothered. But he, you know, like, his character development kind of stops every once in a while because it just becomes like, hey, you just met this this new chick. What's her deal? I don't know, but you love her or something.
Well, also, like, Final Fantasy VIII, if you follow the fan theory anyways, you die at the end of Disc 1, and everything after that is just the fevered dreams of a dying mind.
Right. I mean, all the more reason why, like, the story may have been, shall we say, bad. Final Fantasy IX, the characters actually develop, and every character has their own little arc, and their own, you know, like, they get their own development, and it's really, really cool. I completely bypassed all that stuff while I was talking about how much I didn't like Squall.
So
Hello, ma'am.
I've been wanting to play Final Fantasy X, and also Final Fantasy X-2.
I will not. I cannot allow myself to play Final Fantasy X.
Why not?
So, I have what some might describe as an addictive personality type. It's why I'm glad that I have never done, you know, any drugs harder than tobacco or nicotine, or nicotine and caffeine, because I have played Final Fantasy X 3 times in my life, and every time that I have played Final Fantasy X, I play Final Fantasy X until I have everything. And I do mean everything. I mean a full 100% completion. Everything. That means that I go back through and I make sure to get every single one of the, oh, hey, a Wraith. I make sure to get every single one of the little lexicons that let you speak Albed. I make sure that when it comes time to get Orin's ultimate weapon, yeah, I'll go and I'll Pokemon capture with my giant greatsword each and every one of the monsters in the world. Yes, that is... Ooh.
Dude, you're about to die.
No, I'm not. I'm about to run. Man. Dodge, dodge, dip, dodge. Dip, dodge. Aha, aha. Death is for people that are smart enough to grasp the concept, and that's not me, I'll tell you what. I'm too dumb to die. But yeah, that means that I will go through the chocobo racing, and I will hate every single second of it.
So you definitely don't want to play the new, like, re-released, remastered version that adds, you'll want to read that letter, because that's going to tell you, that's going to give you the quest you need to do.
Well, I will once I kill this floaty, spooky wheel.
But yeah, the new, like, remastered version of Final Fantasy X adds achievements.
Mm-hmm. And that,
so,
look, that's the thing. I would get them. I'd get all of them. It's a psychological compulsion. I would alright, let's see. Letter of safe conduct. Unsent letter. Dear Elke, thank you. There we go. Don't play with the gods. That thing means that I got it, and then there's another point of interest down here, which I'm assuming is the quest thing, right?
Possibly, yes, or that is,
the place of power that they expected me to hit first. Because I came at it from a bass-backwards direction. Oh, it says it's underneath.
Yes, so now you need to find the cave that is the back entrance to the elven temple thing. So I think it's like further down that hill.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna put a mark right there anyway. And we'll pick these flowers. And then doop-a-doo.
Like, I think it's down near the water.
Narrow cave entrance. But, yeah, like, I will go through, like, the two most chilling words, in my gaming life are Blitzball League. And I'll do it, because I can't have, you know, like, everybody has their ultimate weapon except for Waka, who I don't even... Waka sucks. Like,
I don't even use Waka, but he needs his
Yeah,
ultimate
he's
weapon.
awful. But if I did it for Kamari, I got to do it for Waka. You know, like.
It's only fair.
And the sad fact of the matter is, it's not my favorite Final Fantasy game. Like, I will go balls to the wall for Final Fantasy X, and it's not the one that I enjoy the most. That's Final Fantasy IX. I'm actually okay with, like, letting some of the secrets and stuff go in Final Fantasy IX. I can't do it in 10. I do not know why.
Where the hell is this cave entrance?
That's what I'm wondering. Alright, so there's the thing.
So you need to go, like, southeast of that ruin to find it.
Okay, so southeast of the ruin. This away.
Yeah.
Right? That's a southeasterly... It's a southeasterly direction.
Yes.
And down the hill, will it be like...
The water will be visible from it because you can see the lake when you and Kira come out of the cave. So it might be like further along the coast.
Like
no, you're
further this way along the coast?
Yes, the direction you're traveling now.
Okay, I shall keep on a-truckin'. And just keep an eye out for any sort of... Oh, here we go. We found it, y'all. We found the back door.
So it's gonna be off to the right. Like there was a way through here that you didn't go last time. I can't see the map because it's behind your head.
Oh, okay. Hang on a sec. We can... Give me a moment. Let me just... Nope, that's the whole thing. Whee! There we go. Go on ahead and drop chapter. Oop.
Yeah, that works.
And we connect back over on resume. Mo better?
Yeah, so it's going to be down that hallway that you're looking right now.
Mm-hmm. Past the spooky dog room.
Yeah. So go past spooky dog room, and then there's going to be a either a wall you can knock down or like
I can climb.
Yeah, climb.
Yeah.
I think you're going to fight like a golem, and there's going to be a place of power, I think, to draw down here.
New marker, place of power.
So some free XP, and then I think it's a guarded treasure with a golem.
Just gonna take a moment here and just whoop and pray a little bit. Okay, I gained an ability point, and my Earden sign has increased. Let me check my oils. Do I have the Elementa oil? I do. That's at 27% durability.
Go ahead and throw a thing on it.
Yeah, oh. And that's why I bought them. 97 were golden. Oh, you're a level 6 golem. Hey, hello. Dark Souls. Hi. Ow. 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 No. You stony bitch. Hello, I would like your loot, please. Don't give me mushrooms. Where's my treasure? There we are. Schwagada, schwagada. And I learned the manuscript page for superior elemental oil. Sure would have come in handy in that previous fight.
So the superior oils are like legit hard to get because they require you to make other alchemy chemicals. Like I think at this point I only have like, and I'm level 26 or something like that. I'm way further along than you are at this point. And I think I've only made like 2 of them.
Fancy Pants Tom, way ahead of me.
I'm all the way at the end of Novigrad at this point.
Yeah, I need what was that? Mandrake roots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need a couple of mandrake roots, some junk. I gotta make the enhanced elemental oil first.
All those like weird alchemy ingredients, your best bet is to go to a herbalist.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I figured as much. But like I've got the thing for superior beast oil, superior elemental oil, and superior hybrid oil. I don't know what a hybrid is. But I still need to make like the enhanced stuffs.
Werewolves.
Oh, neat. Draconids, there's some enhanced beasts. Draconid oil. Mandrakes. Okay. Cool. Let's finish up this Defender of the Faith Shrine, and I think that will be a good time for us to bring this to a bit of a close. Another successful Fantasy Poland Monday, y'all. We got a lot done. We talked some cool topics. Y'all got to hear me rant against Robert Jordan and his inability to write women without being like, she got power and then she just became a bitch, tugging on her braid. Why'd you leave me, Deborah? Heard my Final Fantasy hot takes and my my crippling addiction to Final Fantasy X. I just can't bring myself to do it again, Tom.
Well, you can live vicariously through me and judge all of my actions.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna tell you, like, nah, you're doing it wrong. Just, once you figure out, once you figure out the pattern, right? If something has an elemental weakness and you are able to do anything that has that elemental weakness, congratulations, you've won. Like, just hit them in time to, you know, to bump them down the initiative chain and rinse repeat. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Every 2 or 3 times that you're fighting something, if you're like, oh no, my health is getting low, just cast, you know, like, summon the elemental and then just cast the element that, or cast the spell. You know, like, if you've got Shiva out, you go, oh no, my health is running really low until I cast Blizzaga on myself and heal myself back to full. Congratulations. I have just informed you how to win
Might want to look around some.
Final Fantasy X. Every single elemental summon can heal itself with its attack. So do that. Congratulations, now you've won. Like, that's really kind of all there is to it. You just go, oh, I gotta fight this fire guy, I'm gonna whip out Shiva, and if it ends up being, you know, like, way too high for my level, I'm gonna, you know, I'm just gonna hit it once or twice, heal myself, hit it once or twice, heal myself. Enemies will never heal themselves in that game. You have the ability to heal yourself, so use it and then profit. Like, when I initially started playing Final Fantasy X way back in, I want to say 2001, 2002? When did it come out?
It came out in, like, 4, I think.
No.
Yeah.
No, impossible. I was still living in dorms at ACU at that point. That could not have been it.
I am Googling it. Oh yeah, actually 2001. You're right.
Told ya. It was the first like it and 9 came out really close to each other. And that's kind of why. Oh, hang on.
What's that got to do with you?
Yeah, we're a bunch of annoying atheists.
We are the heralds of lightning.
Oh no, you're
Leaden clouds. Unleashed, the lightning's name shall be Overman.
what? No fear of the god's wrath? Yeah.
The locals claim the gods are unhappy. No fear of their wrath.
The wrath of the gods.
I didn't know that Final Fantasy X came out when I was still in high school.
Rub it in, Tom.
Great. Need a favor.
I was
Rub
a
it in,
senior.
you young buck.
It was my senior year.
Like, I didn't realize that Final Fantasy X came out while I was still wearing diapers.
The gods are dead. Thus speaks Master Frederick.
I think the reason why I think that it came out later is because I didn't have a PlayStation 2 until later.
These douchebags are nihilists. Yeah, well, that was the thing, right? When that game came out, I didn't have a PlayStation 2 either because I was the poor. But there was a guy on our floor. Can't let you vandalize shrines. Nothing is worse than a bunch of nihilists that follow a Frankfurt school dork named Friedrich, so...
Repression! Attack the system's lackey!
Nothing is worse than philosophy students. Yeah. Hegel sucks too. Yeah. Murdered a bunch of philosophy students with my bare hands. Ricky, if you end up watching this, I'm sorry. But yeah, you know, it's Final Fantasy IX has the best character development out of any of the Final Fantasy games. I will and I will carry that opinion to my grave. It's super good.
Have you ever played 12?
I have not.
12 has some pretty good character development, and its plot line is basically Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We've got... I think the last things to do are the Fists of Fury as far as quests, and then everything else is...
in Novigrad.
Well, bopping around and getting all these little questioning marks.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, let's go on ahead and get that questioning mark. My wife hasn't sent me the message that she's coming home yet, so I've got a little more time to kill. But yeah, I've been playing through 15, and it's interesting.
Yeah, so 15 was fun. It's extremely pretty.
Yeah, very pretty.
The food in it makes me so jealous, and I want to eat my TV.
I mean, like, you can buy cup noodles at the store.
No, it's definitely not the cup noodles. It's all of the, like, fancy foods that Ignis makes.
Yeah, like cup noodles.
If you have Ignis making cup noodles, then
it's Gladio's favorite, my guy.
Who cares what he wants?
Hey, Daddy,
you're the only one who matters.
When Daddy Gladio wants his cup noodles, Daddy Gladio gets his cup noodles. Blatant product placement. Cup noodles cooked on a Coleman stove. The game involves camping? Guess what? So, why? When you're going through the Kingdom of Tenebrae, there's only one camp chair that you trust. Shapow! Get wrecked. And it's Coleman, baby.
So that game I had a lot of fun with. The quests are really cool. All of like the monster hunts, very cool. when you travel to the like not Venice, that was pretty awesome. But when you get to the end of the game, and like I know I'm not the first person to say this, like I think it's chapter 14 and after, it's just bad. Like it's almost as if they fired their entire dev team and brought in other people to make the game from that point on, because all of the core game mechanics change, and there's a stealth segment, and it's just not fun. And then I got to the final boss, and the final boss doesn't have checkpointing. So you fight him through like 3 different
like phases.
Yeah, you fight him in 3 different phases, and none of them are easy. And if you die in one of them, you go all the way back to the beginning. And it took me a good hour and 20 minutes to get him into phase 3, and then I got wrecked, and it dumped me back to the beginning of the fight, and I immediately stopped the game and uninstalled it from my PlayStation 4.
You're like, I will look up the ending later. Those are some dope trousers, though.
Oh yeah, the assassin's trousers are great. Although the vitality boost isn't, it's not that useful because your vitality is like.
Yeah, and I kind of have better resistances. Yeah.
Yeah, I would keep the Nilfgaardian for now.
Buy assassin's trousers.
That extra 5% to resistances is going to be worth more than the +4
That's kind of what I
defense
figured.
you would have gotten.
Ooh, a Forgotten Vron sword. He can't afford to sell me. Here, take this other junk. Yeah, what, 35? Yeah, let's see what else we can sell you. You wanna buy some deer hide, buy this mug, and worn leather pelt, wolf hide. Take my rod, take the pipe. Take the squirrel tail. And you can't afford to buy my horse hide, you sucker. Hey! Now my wife is on her way home, but she's gonna stop at the stores. Do I need anything?
I don't know.
Chat, do I need anything? There's still 4 of you watching. Do you guys need anything? The 4 of you that are out there?
Well, sir, I think I'm gonna go. I know
Yeah,
you're about to wrap up as well.
We are in fact going to wrap up here. I'm not going to buy a 528 gold item from this schnoz. Yep. All right. So yeah, that is where we will call it a night for the night. As always, thank you guys so much for joining me here in scenic Fantasy Poland. I'm gonna go on ahead and loot this area outside of the stream so that you guys don't have to, you don't need to feel like you need to watch me just walk around and steal from the working class. Like, I will hide my shame from the eyes of both my audience and God. But yeah, as always, we do this every single week. Rain or shine or possible power grid failure. Fantasy Poland Monday cannot be stopped. Don't forget, build your communities, be nice to those people around you. It's absolutely free, and it's better than any other metric of success that you've been lied to about. Don't forget that money is real, or money is not real. Economists are functionally the same as wizards, and that you shouldn't believe what they're saying. It's all an illusion and a trick. No offense, Tom.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know it. I very rarely am. Yeah, that's it. Be safe out there, y'all. Get vaccinated if you haven't already. Wear a mask, not because you're afraid, but because it's polite to the people around you, and it means a lot. It shows that you care about their safety, and that's a rare thing in the world, so be that rare thing. Otherwise, I love all of you. All 69 of you. I adore you. 31 more, we give away an awesome unicorn, and when I hit 169, I get to go nice again. So we will see you guys next time. Tom, hit me up tomorrow, and we'll figure out a time where we can stream some fun Borderland playthrough. So if you haven't already, although I'm sure that all of you watching have, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications to so that you get alerted when I decide to go live. And we will see you all next time. Take care, everybody.